Let's have a look at the question.
P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, and W are sitting in a circle and are facing the center. So this is a circular arrangement with facing center. There are two types of arrangements in circle. One is facing center and facing away from the center. You have to be very careful with that. So next, they have given some statements here. P is second to the right of T, who is the neighbor of R and V. S is not the neighbor of P. V is the neighbor of U. Q is not between S and W is not between U and S. So let's try solving this. First, they are told it's a circle facing center, and we have got 8 people. So facing center, arrow represents the direction here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we have got 8 people over here. P is second to the right of T. Now look here, before solving any of the statements or before inputting any of the statements in the figure, what you have to do is you have to look for the fixed statements. So P is second to the right of T, who is the neighbor of R and V, fixed one. S is not the neighbor of P. No, this is not the fixed one. So I'll not go with second statement. V is the neighbor of U. Yes, that's fine. Q is not between S and W. That's not the fixed statement again. They have given the negative statement there. W is not between U and S. Again, that's the same thing. They have not given a fixed value. So I'll go out with statement number 1 and 3 first, then we'll check out with the other condition. P is second to the right of T. I'll take this is T. Right of T is this side. So second to the right, first to the right and second to the right. This is going to be P. Second to the right of T, who is the neighbor of R and V? They're telling like neighbor of T is R and V. So when you are going to look into the neighbor, this is nothing but this can be R and this can be V. Yes, it's not fixed. It can be R and it can be V. What's the other possibility? Yes, it can be V or R. Both are neighbors. R and V or V and R. If this is R here, on the other side it will be V. If the other side it is R, this side will be V. Okay, next. V is neighbor of U. V is neighbor of U. Now, if you're going to take this as a V here, V's neighbor will be P and T, which is not at all possible. So I can eliminate this. Next, this will be R, then this will be V. Here, I cannot take the neighbor of V on the right hand side, but on the left hand side, there is one vacancy. I can say V is the neighbor of U. Next, so we are done with 2 statements. S is not the neighbor of P. If this is P, S is not here. Yes, of course, here we cannot take it, no need to write it. Here S is not there. Next, Q is not between S and W. So if this is not S, there are 2 other possibilities for S. If you're going to take out any S over there, Q should not be between S and W. That's the first condition. Second condition is W is not between U and S. W is not between U and S. So I'll try to take out the possibility. So if S is not here, S can be either over here or over here. So I have written it in circle. It means that it is not fixed. If this is going to be S, they have told W is not between U and S, not between U and S. So this will be W and this will be Q. Yes, it is not contradicting any of the statements here. So this is one of the element where I have taken this S at this particular position. Okay, so initially these were fixed, U, V, T, R, and P, these were fixed. Now, if this was the first assumption I have done, here it will be the second one. Here we don't have S. Q is not between S and W. It means if I'm going to take this as W, this will be Q, which will form it as Q in between S and W. That is not possible. So I have to take out W over here and Q over here. So which of the following pairs are not neighbors? R and V are not neighbors. Yes, so answer will be option A. R and V are not neighbors. Which is to the immediate right of B? Immediate right of B will be T. So answer will be option B.
Thanks for watching, and for more updates on similar videos, don't forget to subscribe my YouTube channel. Thank you.